What is up, guys and gals? My name is Splattercat, and we are here at the Nerd Castle again today playing 505's How to Survive. And that's pretty sweet that I think the game and also the developer rhyme. That, I don't know if they planned it. But I definitely can get behind anything that rhymes. You guys know me. Okay, so there's a bunch of zombies in the building, but I know for a fact they're probably gonna try and pin me here somewhere. Just gonna hang out for a moment, see what comes down the pipe. The proverbial zombie pipe, although I don't really know who would ever want a zombie pipe. I mean, that's the last thing that I would want to get my hands on, but maybe they have a really nice pipe, who knows? Maybe their pipe is like golden and just embossed and all kinds of niceness going on. It's got filigree. Oh, that backfired on me. He's like, nah, you're not going that way. He tried to block home plate. Dick move, zombie. That's when you gotta come in cleats up. There we go. That's the kind of help that I was hoping to get. The big guys actually tend to make the situation better rather than worse, provided you have bullets. If you don't have bullets, then absolutely, they're kind of a pain. And since we've got a lot of ammo, I think I'm going to fall back on the age-old tactic of just going full auto and wasting all of your weaponry. Because why not? Because we can. That is the benefit of the privilege of extra ammunition. Now we shall snipe. We shall snip. We shall hide in a corner. We shall camp and snipe, kind of. Down they go. Let's look through here for some ammunition before we take off. Because we've obviously got to replace all of the stuff that I just used up holding off that horde. Did I check out everything over here? I didn't. There's still that island right there, but I think that's going to actually connect when we go up and around. How do you get back in there? There's a thingy, and I want it. It's shining at me. It's shining at me like a shiny thingy. Nothing here either. Well, I was trying to get poetic right there, but shining like a shiny thingy was pretty much the best I could come up with. Can I sneak around the sides, maybe? Like blind spot style? Oh, I can. Maybe? Alright. Freebie hardware. What more could you ask for in life? Like any other male, if I find myself a little bit of extra hardware, I prefer to use it for like computer building and whatnot, but I've seen some people do some impressive stuff. Like I spent a little bit, like the last month or so, I've been watching people just like rebuild broken stuff. I've always had an obsession with like taking things apart, but I've always been terrible with the putting them back together part. That's the worst part because you're supposed to like make a diagram and do everything properly. I say hell no to that, and I just kind of tear things apart and then I get upset when I can't put them back together. I'm one of those people. And so I'm fascinated with watching people just assemble things, just getting back to it and rebuilding things that are like broken in creative ways too, especially if you've got like figurines, like action figures, like classic action figures, or like refurbishing like collectibles and things of that nature. It's fascinating to watch people reassemble those, but old lady diatribe, let's do it!
Oh, you stink! Smelly Enzo. Bath time for you. Never leave me again, naughty pussy. You need a good bath. Where on earth have you been? My word, you stink! Poor little Enzo. Wait there for Mummy. She has to thank her friend. Be a good cat. Mwah.
Alright, we got ourselves a battery, and we got to have an old lady say the pimp's prayer. Let's... God. Sometimes I outrun myself. I really, really do. I still don't see any way to get into that little maze-like area. But we've got the car battery, so let's head back to Ramon. Hopefully this one isn't cracked, dented, or otherwise broken. Can hope for a discount. That was always like... I'm not like a huge Adam Sandler fan, but that was always one of my favorite scenes in Big Daddy is when they're sitting in the store and they're denting cans so they can get a discount. For some reason, I found that to just be super funny. I mean, even hella funny, showing off that I'm from the north, from Northern California there. Because we tend to be the very few people that actually use the phrase hella. Let's get on up in here. I get people that say that all the time. They're like, oh my god, you just said hella. You must be from Northern California. I'm like, yep. Guilty as charged, my friend. Guilty as charged. If we can get up out of here. It makes sense that there's emus everywhere. Given the solution to that last little puzzle or quest, it makes sense why there's emus just roaming around everywhere. And if I've been calling emus ostriches this whole time, I'm going to feel like an ass, but... They look like emus to me from this distance. I mean, they do have the bald heads like ostriches, and I think emus... I don't know. I don't know anything. I'm not an aviary person. I just don't know Especially with birds that like to run around. That's not normal. Birds don't run around. Get with the program. Start flying. Grow some wings. What is going on, selection? Is there anything over here that I missed before? I feel like there's a lot of stuff laying around on the beach, and these tend to be like golden areas for looting. Get on out of here. Oh, I did. I missed a bunch of stuff. Hold on here. What? A handmade scoped gun. A handmade scope, a short tube, and some glasses. Alas, I threw away my short tube, but I bet we can add a scope to our machine gun too, so maybe I'll do that once we get a little bit further. Those short tubes are like everywhere. It's not like they're a rarity, so I'm not gonna get myself all into a huff, get my already amazing panties in a buff. Or in a buff? Panties in a bunch. I can use my combined consonants, I swear. I'm just so exhausted lately. I haven't been sleeping. It is a mess. Insomnia is a bitch. Get back in here. I think we'll be heading back to La Sonata. I think they're gonna make me do like a long watch to get back to what's his name too. You've got to walk through this entire island just to get there. And how much you want to bet something terrible is gonna happen right when we get there? There's gonna be something else we have to solve. They don't seem to be afraid of fire. They're afraid of a flashlight, but not of fire. Given that both dispense light, do I need to sleep right now? Tiredness not so high actually. We'll eat that, and then let's cook this other meat. Where is it? There it is. How much is that gonna stack to? Well, at least a 3, and that's all we needed to stack to at the moment. Oh god. Sneaky zombie. One of those Metal Gear Solid zombies sneaking around in the bushes. Unfortunately, I'm not smart enough to be like, what's in this box? And like disrupt his entire plan of attack. Is there an easier way to get back there? I feel like... well, either way is going to be like equally lengthy. So I guess we'll just go this way for now. I'm going to take the right road. Those big dudes are really starting to irritate me with the fact that they just like blow me up from ridiculous distances. My frustrations. Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? I got a machine gun, man. I am strapped and ready to roll. You guys have no idea the extent to which I will escalate this situation. I hear like big problems occurring. Luckily, these guys die with one hit, which makes me really happy. I don't think that's one of those. I was thinking like, how awful would it be if we got like one of those big chargers up in one of these close quarters areas, and I went the wrong direction again. And I know I missed some ammo right there. I could go back, but there's some right here too, so it'll be okay. All is well. There's a bush right here that is just completely and totally jamming up my strategy. If it can be called that. A bit more ammunition. I want to chug through here. I don't like these swampy areas. I don't think anybody likes swamp levels. Like in Left 4 Dead 2, there's like the swamp level on realism is like next to impossible. That's a really hard level on... I mean, maybe it's just because like you need to be like talented at the game, and I'm just terrible at it. I spent way too much time playing Versus. And so I think that's where like most of my skill count goes towards. Let's see here. For some reason, there's just like nothing better than huntering somebody. Or like if you get like an amazing smoker pull, it's just like the most gratifying thing on earth, watching somebody just choke out while their friends try and rescue them. I've seen some pretty amazing charges in my day though too, like people wiping out like entire teams with one charge. Just because the team did something that probably wasn't. Admittedly, the team put themselves in the position to be charged like that, but still, it's hilarious every time you see it. A few more zombies down. They're trying to entice me with a bone, but I've fallen for that once, and fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, I won't be the one caught holding the bone again. Shoot that door open really fast. Is there anything? Ooh, another dive tank. We might need that. The dive tanks seem like they're a bit better than the manual compressors. However, at least they're used in bigger guns. I won't say that they're inherently better, but they're used in better weapons. So maybe we'll come across one of those later. Ooh, hold on, healing plant. I want that more than I want a lot of the things in my inventory. I should probably look around for an excess tube as well. Maybe make a scope that we can throw on the machine gun. Excess tube? Where are you? If this was the only time I was on in a shack in the woods looking for a short tube. Oh god, bad jokes once again. I'm gonna eat that so that my hunger is done. We're gonna have to handle some other things pretty soon. I probably could have eaten a meat right there, and it would have helped a little bit more. I'm afraid to get rid of some of the stuff in my inventory right now. I don't think I'm gonna need any more chalices. I guess I'll drop the chalice because we already did the quest related to the chalice. I'll get rid of the feather. Pistol grip I'll hold on to. Healing plant we've got now. Let's go ahead and cross that over really quickly. We went through a lot of healing items in the last few episodes, and I feel like we really need to replenish our supply lest we get caught in a situation where we can't heal ourselves and, you know, we don't recover. Since this game does offer the possibility of permadeath. Wait, why is it flagging stuff over there? We already did that quest, didn't we? Yeah, we already did that quest, so I think it's just like buggily flickering at me now. It doesn't want us to leave it. I don't blame it. I wouldn't want to be left in a swamp either that was infested. Oh, that was a mistake on my part. There we go. So now we got to get up the ramp, cut a lefty, and then we pretty much should be there to deal with our battery issue with Ramon. And if he's dead when I get there, I swear, or I will swear at the bare minimum. So many zombies. Where are they getting all these bodies from? I've yet to see more than 3 or 4 living people. That or these are just those zombies that last forever. All of the Walking Dead, where it's been like a year and they're still just petering around everywhere. I'll do something drastic and jump off a cliff right there. Normally something that I wouldn't otherwise condone, but sometimes you gotta jump off a cliff. Oh good, it's a deer. It's that old dear friend of ours. And I think it's a better strategy just to open up on the deer if you've got an automatic weapon. You forgive me as I itch my ear itch here. I never knew what an itch was. Like, you know, like everybody knows what an itch is, but like you never actually look up the definition, like the medical definition of what an itch is. And I did that one day, and the medical definition of an itch is like there's like a little particle and it gets stuck in between like the first 2 layers of your skin. And if it gets stuck there, your body triggers its itch reflex. Never knew that, and that is the formalized definition of itchiness.
Haha! Well done, amigo. The battery seems okay this time. Let me test it. Aha! Okay. It's charged. Luck may be on our side today. It's time to leave this hellhole, damn it. Haha!
Let me see if I can skip back to where we were.
Am I losing my mind? How stupid of me. Stupid, stupid, stupid! Andrew was a pilot. We needed him to get out of here. Damn it. We were so close. So close! Let me just think for a second.
Well, Andrew may have been a pilot at some point in the past, but bringing that whole line of argument up to the present tense, Andrew is a zombie now, and I think I'd rather take is over was at this point. We gotta deal in firm facts.
Aha! Got it. Ask your great buddy Kovac. If he's such a survivor expert, maybe he can fly a plane. No doubt he's back on his island. Go and convince him to help us, would you?
I don't remember which island he was on. Let me have a look here. God, he couldn't just be over there with the ultralight, could he? Nope. And I'm not gonna go do Monkey Quest just yet. Can I get in this building? I mean, the camera angle is deceitful, but there's stuff in there. They actually went to the trouble to like populate that with little bits and bobs. Oh, there's a dead guy down in the water too. That's fun. That's colorful. Let's go back to Los Ricos? Was that what it was? Los Riscos. Okay. 2 different things. I don't know what Los Riscos means, but Rico, 2 different meanings for that island. Let's head back. Oh, we gotta go all the way up the beach. We're on the initial island now. Okay, so we start on Los Riscos. I'm gonna shoot zombies all the way down and out of here. That is a well-made fire right there, my friends. We lit a cray-cray fire. That thing has been burning now for like 9 days. That is a skillfully made fire. I've never seen a fire that lasts that long, but apparently in Koji's hands, or Kojiro, I don't remember his name now. What was his name? I don't remember our character's name. They don't reference it enough. Forgive me as I pause for just a moment. Every now and again, I feel like I'm going to die if I just don't, like, stare at the screen and figure out what I'm doing. And I'm trying to, you guys say I talk too much anyway, so I'm trying to limit, like, the human error in each episode nowadays. I've moved on to new things, like trying to make sure that I don't do dumb shit like every other episode, which seems to be the pitfall which most frequently tempts my foot. Alright, so they're all down now. Speaking of Pitfall, that's a great game. That is a game for the Atari 2600. It never gets old. I can still play the hell out of some Pitfall to this day. I'll just sit there, but I don't know what it is about Pitfall. It's not that complicated of a game, but I can play it all day, every day. The Sega Genesis one was pretty badass, too. I'm surprised. Actually, I think I still have my cartridge copy. I still have a lot of Sega Genesis stuff. I was when I first got out of high school, I realized that eBay existed, and I started just this mass migration of Sega Genesis products to my house. Monkey, you will not tempt me away with your ridiculous bullshit fetch missions. Hey, a short tube. Let's go ahead and make ourselves a scope really fast. Hey. Hey. How come that's not working? Survival guide? Let's have a look at our survival guide. It definitely says a short... Oh, okay, you have to be jacked to do that. Never mind, we can't even make one. It is class limited. Where is Kovac at here? Let's swing on out and see if he can help us with this whole survival thing. I don't know where, I've never thought survivalist like Les Stroud, and then thought pilot right after, but I guess that's Ramon's line of thinking. What is that? Chemical fertilizer.
Hello again, my friend. I missed you. How was your trip to Santa Barbara? Did you find what you were looking for? No? I'm very busy, you know. My fertilizer silo needs looking after. You need a pilot? What for? I'm sure my guide has taught you to survive by now. Where do you think you are going to go? How do you know the rest of the world is safe? It makes no difference. I am not a pilot. Anyway, I can make you safer here. Look what I have made. Once again, my ingenuity astounds me. Explosive charges. How amazing is that? I have tested it only once. I wish you had seen it. I turned zombies into millions of pieces of guts and bone. The sky was full of bloody red butterflies. Beautiful. And now, I have perfected it. So, you can try it. Take a bottle, fill it with gasoline, add a piece of fabric. What do you get? Ha! Molotov cocktail, of course! Just add some fertilizer and voila! You get an explosive. Isn't that amazing? Go ahead, try to make your own.
I mean, it doesn't sound that amazing, but when you say it with that kind of verve, like you're clearly very excited about the fact that we're making explosives, it makes me excited too. I don't know if that's something about just like a contagious personality or what kind of dictates that whole process, but I wasn't excited, but now I am. What are we missing here? I don't think we have an empty bottle. Yeah, we definitely don't have an empty bottle, so let's run around. I mean, we're pretty close on thirst to where we could drink one right now. That's also going to destroy our bottle, and I hadn't really thought about that. I don't want to carry around too much ammunition as well. Taking up multiple slots on something like that seems like a waste. I don't know if I should hold on to the glasses anymore. I'm going to drop them since you can make a scope out of them, but obviously we're not going to be able to make a scope because we're not that big burly guy. There's got to be a bottle laying around here somewhere. Bottle? Yeah, I don't think so, zombies. Wow, I just cut that one in half with my machine gun. Hold on, I gotta... Yup. Absolutely worth it. Wait, I didn't say you could get up. Hold on, you're supposed to be dying right now, zombie. You'll forgive me as I go off on a zombie-destroying mission here. Sometimes I get caught up on those side goals. There's gotta be a bottle around here somewhere. If we start getting close to the end of the episode, I may just drink one of mine and then we'll just be done with it. Trying to think of where I saw one on this island, although it's been a couple days now since we've been back here, so tough call, tough call. Get on out of here, Tapir. Ain't nobody got time for that. Another healing plant. We do need more fabric, although we've got a pretty good supply. We're like a Joanne fabric at this point. We've just got all kinds of selections and colors and things to love. I will take another cassava root as well. I'm not going to take the fruit just because it's an extra thing that we just have to carry around with us. Ends up just taking up space. And I would almost guarantee I'm carrying around too much ammo at this point. Yep. We'll drop that extra right there. I'm just going to drink a bottle so that I don't end up wandering around like I did in the last episode, just looking for like that one thing we need to get this whole mission done. Just check this really fast. Anything? I wonder if you use the explosives to blow open those new doors, or these doors that have been here the entire game but we haven't been able to get into. I bet that's probably the main usage. Bottle! I guess we'll, just one more, I promise. It's gonna be the last stop. We'll go up to the top, and we'll see if maybe there's a bottle sitting around there someplace. But if there's not, we'll call it the most defeatist type of quits, and just drink our water and be on our way. Flexible branch, we obviously don't need that. Here it looks like we have just more stuff sitting around, although there is... Oh, it's the explosive charge recipe. Oh, there's the bottles. Okay, so we've got an empty bottle now. Let's fill it. We've got a bottle of gasoline. We'll combine it. There it is. And then we'll also combine that with the fertilizer. And now we've got an explosive. We are ready to rock. We are moving on up the Rambo's chain of advancement. I don't know if you knew that was a thing, but there is such a thing as the Rambo's chain of advancement because I just made it up, and that's where it came from. And now that you've heard it, you can't unhear it. Let's finish this off.
Hey, success! Yes! You're a gifted survivor! Here, take it back. It's yours. Caution, my friend. These charges are very powerful. Use them wisely. Very little will withstand their blast. You could even clear my fences. And then what will you do? By the way, I notice your boat is badly damaged. You can't use it. I will try to repair it. I wouldn't like you to sink during a trip between the islands. It shouldn't take too long. Listen, if you are so sure you want to leave my island, take my emergency boat. It's on the west. It's up to you.
Okay, so I don't think we're going to make it to another save point before this episode needs to draw to a close. My name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me in 505's How to Survive. Our machine gun is serving us well. We've got a horned helmet. We're running around like a crazy, just like junkyard Viking, I guess. And I'm having a lot of fun with the game. I really do actually like this game. You should check it out. I think it's like $13.99 or $14.99 on Steam. It was $10 for a few days, but I think that sale is now ended. I'll see you guys next time, and take care out there, everybody.